play is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball one. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Now another 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 2-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
With Merrifield next to bat. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A high fastball is in there.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
And there's ball 2 now. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Hit weakly back to the mound. And there's out number 2. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Well, this hitting streak is just the latest development in what's been an impressive offensive year for him. He's up among the league leaders in hitting as of today.
He's had an amazing season, and you can tell the confidence is oozing off him. When we were down before the game talking to him around the batting cage, you could just sense he wants 4 ABs and he wants them with runners in scoring position. He's certainly given himself a chance to have a monster season. Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
In is Jorge Soler. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over 500 for the season.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1-for-4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day 1 of this hit streak, and it's continued.
The 1-2. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. One left for Kansas City. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Brad Keller is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Kansas City. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
In now, Ricky Henderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, guys, I'm interested to take a look at this team in game 1 of this road trip right now. They have to play better. They took it on the chin, recent homestand, only winning 2 games. But I'll tell you what, today they're putting a guy out on the mound that can execute down and away. I look for him to set the tone.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He had an on-base percentage of over .450 last month. There are a lot of things you can look at in this game, but that's one thing that just stands out. If you're getting on base that much, you're not making a lot of outs.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Will Garrett.
So now to the plate, Lou Gehrig. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Well, it'd be hard to argue that he's not the best hitter in the game right now. Aside from the hitting streak, he lays claim to the league's best batting average as well.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1 for 4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day 1 of this hit streak, and it's continued. You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
A 3-0. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Mickey.
Striding into the box, Mickey Mantle is currently 4th in the AL in RBIs. And he's got a chance to add to that total right here.
Yeah, he had a very strong month driving in runs last month as he drove in over 20 runs.
The 1-0. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And not in time as the run scores.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, John.
Next for New York, Don Mattingly. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. From the stretch. Line drive to left. And that is down as that could be 2 bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Stepping in now, Ernie Banks. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
The 0-1 offering. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gehrig at third, Mattingly on at second with 2 down. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling to find the zone, and you might have just bailed him out.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. One and two. Here it is.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
2-2. Here it is. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. And he is safe at the plate as he wasn't able to recover in time. Now the 3-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. He loses him on ball 4. Now to the plate, Jorge Posada. And the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Keller has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. And one of the keys, he's not predictable. He'll throw his off-speed pitches behind an account. He's really difficult to sit on just one pitch.
And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We move ahead to the top of the second now. It's the Yankees 3 and the Royals 0. Second inning set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First offering on its way. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
The 1-0 home.
Yeah. 1-1. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless. Hunter
Dozier digging in now. as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. His average right at 295 here to start play. 5 homers and 32 driven in. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Line hard to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard and good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Stepping up to the plate, Salvador Perez. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Count even at 2-2. Here it comes. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Royals go down. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
The center fielder, number 35, Ricky.
To the plate now, Ricky Henderson, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit. And he is in there.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Here's a look over to first. Don't want to forget about him. At the plate, Ken Griffey Jr. as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. And they're runners at the corners now. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. He's running. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Putting a lot of pressure on him here to start the inning. Runners on the corners, and they send the runner from first. Got in there safely, and now that takes the double play possibility away and gives them 2 guys in scoring position.
Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He's set. Now the pitch. And Junior lays off that one, and the count's back even at 2-2.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Hitter number 4.
At the plate, Lou Gehrig. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
Comes set with the 0-1. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Boy, that's a great take right there. He might have been frozen by that pitch, but it missed by just enough to give him life in this AB.
Nope.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Second and third here, 1 man out. Line towards center field. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game. Standing in, Mickey Mantle. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Mantle.
First pitch of the at-bat.
At the ball.
According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Mantle is a 300 hitter on the dot. Can't complain about that.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
And he fouls this one off. One and 2, here it comes.
2-2 now.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys. And when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw gets him at first. Highway robbery right there as the inning is over. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. Don't go anywhere. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He's hoping to start this series a little better than the one he finished last time. He was 0 for 5 on Sunday.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1-0 the count. A high fastball is in there.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Fouled off. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
In now, Nicky Lopez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. No home runs as of yet, 18 driven in. And that misses 1-1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Digging in for his second at-bat, Johnny Damon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Throw over to the bag, runner's back. The 2-1 home. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
The 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Striding in, George Brett. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. The 0-1 on its way. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Yankees manager to discuss his thoughts on his team's offense. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Here he comes again, 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 2.
Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Merrifield picks it up, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ernie Banks. He drew a walk his first time up. 0-1 the count. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes now. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Soler going back. He's there, but he drops it.
Up next for the Yankees.
Well, in his defense, he did have to go a long way to get there, but that's not the problem. The problem is once he arrives, he doesn't catch the dang ball. He knows as well as anybody that he should have brought that one in, and it's going to cost him an error, and we'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now back.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Gio Urshela, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set and the pitch. This year against right-handed pitching, Urshela is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
Urshela is really a well-balanced hitter. That doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Yanks leave 1. So digging in now, Jorge Soler. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Jorge Soler.
And now the skipper wants to play him to pull. He's given the signal to shift his outfielders to the left side. Good way to start it on the outside corner for strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And the pitch.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
The 2-2 one more time. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, the first baseman.
Ready for another chance? Luke Voigt. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
A ball and no strikes. No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error so far for Kansas City. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Now Voigt with a high fly ball out to deep left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 2 for him on the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
Now batting.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier.
Dozier.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. At the wall, he leaps and makes a spectacular catch.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistimed that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Perez. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Fouled away. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error so far for Kansas City. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Scorched to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Fair to say, oh my goodness.
Leading off.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground to short. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The center fielder, number 35, Ricky Henderson.
So coming to the plate, Ricky Henderson. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Merrifield scoops it up, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, right fielder, Ken Jr.
So 2 are gone now in the Yankee half of the 4th, and here comes Junior. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
And it's a ball and a strike to Ken Griffey Jr. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Brett is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1-2. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Alex Gordon is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Pitch on the way. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. A ball and 2 strikes to Alex Gordon.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next to the Royals, the shortstop.
Now at the plate, Nicky Lopez. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Johnny Damon. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
Now a bunt attempt here. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. 3-2, a full count to the Royals center fielder.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. KC down in order. They trail it 4. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and digging in is the veteran DH, Lou Gehrig. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Fastball just inside. Mickey Mantle is on deck. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the fifth. And the streak is alive. As you can see on the graphic, he creeps ever closer to the big number 56.
Amazing what this guy has been able to do. Think about the pressure every day he gets to the ballpark. Members of the media asking him about the streak. Can he keep it going? Is he looking forward down the line? Amazing how he's been able to concentrate through all of this.
Yeah, and how it affects everyone else around him, because everyone's pushing for him to get a knock every night. You can't lose sight of trying to win ball games, but man, the focus of our attention is squarely on this player.
Mickey Mantle stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0 from the stretch.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
2-1 to count. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Full count now, 3-2. Don Mattingly will be next. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat.
Next for the Yankees, the shortstop.
Ready once again, Ernie Banks comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hahn sets. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is going to get foul. Comes set and the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Damon is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. One left for the Yankees as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Whit Merrifield next to hit. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Now at the plate, George Brett, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Goodness. 0-2 now. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning. And Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people in runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jorge Soler. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And now the skipper wants to play him to pull. He's given the signal to shift his outfielders to the left side. Ball 1.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
2-0. Here it comes. 2-1.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Griffey waits on it, and that's the 3rd out. Royals go down. Bottom of the inning now, and digging in is the switch-hitting catcher, Jorge Posada. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup, and a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. But it bends just foul into the second deck. The next 0-2.
Nope, ball 1.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Gordon has to run a ways before he gets there in time to record the out. How about that?
Number 29.
Standing in, Gio Urshela. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Digging in now, DJ LeMahieu. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Voit in foul ground. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Kirby Yates is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Luke Voit will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ballgame. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tapped.